A joint press conference organized by the Health Promotion Directorate of the Ministry of Health and the Medicine Control Agency and the WHO has revealed that out of the 70 children that died as a result of kidney failure, there were some that consumed medicines that were not contaminated and still died. It also revealed that 95% of the children that died were from the flooded areas or regions in the country, and half of them had bacteria in their stool. Mafuji Sise was at the press conference on Monday, and he now brings us the details.
It was a collaborative effort by the Ministry of Health through its Health Promotion Directorate, the Medicine Control Agency, and the WHO. The purpose was to inform the reporters present that in fact the initial figure of 70 children dead from Aki being reported may not be correct after all, as some of the deaths were entirely not as a result of the Aki. Tijan Jallo is the regulatory officer at the Medicine Control Agency and a member of Aki Task Force.
The assessment, meaning we are assessing what causes this AKI. And as he asks a question, right now we can't draw a conclusion without assessing exactly those kids based on their patient folders, the medication that they were subjected on, those who were on medications, and those who didn't take medication, and those who took medication that we have tested and they are good, but they took those medications and died. So that's what we are trying to establish, to know the number of kids that took medication that we have tested and they are good, but yet still they die. We need to have that number. And those who were subjected to these medium products that are contaminated. And also to know the kids that were not on any medication, but yet still they die with this kidney infection. As we stated, Gambia this year we experienced a very high rainfall. And over 90 to 95% of the kids that died are from these flooded areas. And based on the samples analyzed so far, all of them shows the presence of these microorganisms that can lead to AKI. So that's why we said we haven't concluded. We must establish all these facts because science is evidence-based. We can't just jump and base it on speculation.
Lamin Sambu, Aki Communications focal person at the Health Ministry, said they are yet to find out what's the cause of the Aki that killed the 70 children. According to him, the causes of Aki are numerous as they can be found in stool, blockage in the urinary tract, medicines and contaminated waters. He said the signs and symptoms can be diarrhea and vomiting, adding that the worst could be swelling of legs, eyes, and other parts of the body.
We are doing a lot of studies. One of them is a causality assessment. Causality assessment will be able to tell us what is the actual cause of this AKI. Right now, we are acting on hypotheses, but we have to test those hypotheses to actually come up with a conclusion to say that this is the actual cause. So we are calling on the general population to be patient with us until we are done with our studies. And I believe this will be done in the shortest possible time, probably a week or two. So we are also doing pharmacovigilance. This is actually coordinated by the MCA to ensure that any medicine that is taken by these kids or children at the hospital, especially those on admission, are recorded to know which brands can cause the AKI. So we are also doing case control studies. Case control studies, we have two groups. The groups that are already affected with the condition, and those that are not affected, we will observe them and come up with conclusions.
Momodu Gassama of the WHO says the country is at crossroads and needs no blame game, but hands together for the betterment of the Gambia in combating the Aki that kills over 70 children in the country.
We are all in this together. We are all, saddened. We all know what has happened, but there is not the time to expose each other's dirty linen. It's the time to work together. How can we control what we have at hand? Not pointing fingers. Usually, some of us are good at that, including myself. So it's not about blame gaming. It's not about, this person is wrong or whatever. It's about how do we come together to address the situation at hand. And I know with you, we can succeed. With you, we did something with COVID-19. And thank God, we now see the results. With you, we did a lot with measles. We did a lot with polio. We did a lot with so many other things. So that's why this one is not a surprise. Bringing you on board will really make a difference.
According to official data, 82 children were initially affected, 12 recovered, and 70 died as a result of Aki. The deaths necessitated a blanket ban on all paracetamol syrup and all other medicines produced by the Maiden Pharmaceutical Company of India. The outbreak of Aki brought about a lack in trust and confidence in medicines and the health delivery system in itself. This latest press conference will far from allaying those fears, further complicate matters regarding solution already taken. Africa News.